a way, it could be any day. We'll Cure FA. We'll Cure FA together. We'll Cure FA. We can find a way, it could be any day. We'll Cure FA. We can find a way, it could be any day. We'll Cure FA. Just a few more clinical trials and then we'll Cure FA. Find a way to restore frataxin. We'll Cure FA. We'll Cure FA together. We'll Cure FA. We can find a way, it could be any day. We'll Cure FA. Underway, we'll Cure FA. We'll Cure FA together. We'll Cure FA. We can find a way, it could be any day. We'll Cure FA. We'll Cure FA together. We'll Cure FA. We can find a way, it could be any day. We'll Cure FA. We can find a way, it could be any day. We'll Cure FA.
Her bad love, giving sight. My baby's loving caused the sun to shine. She's my sweet little thing. She's my pride and joy. She's my sweet little baby. I'm a little lover boy. I love my baby, my heart and soul. Love black cars and never grow. She's my sweet little thing. She's my pride and joy. She's my sweet little baby. I'm a little lover boy. I love my lady, she's long and lean. You mess with her, see a man getting mean. She's my sweet little thing. She's my pride and joy. She's my sweet little baby. I'm a little lover boy. Love my baby like the finest wine. I'll stick with her till the end of time. She's my sweet little thing. She's my pride and joy. She's my sweet little baby. I'm a little lover boy. I love my baby, my heart and soul. Love like ours can never grow old. She's my sweet little thing. She's my pride and joy. She's my sweet little baby. I'm a little lover boy.
Welcome to the Cure FA Soirée. Thank you. Well, last year was a bit of a surprise. For those of you who were able to tune into our entirely virtual event last year, we appreciate so much of your support. We're so glad to be back live this year, and one of the wonderful things that occurred because of the difficulties that we had last year is that this year we are both live and virtual. We have, thank you. The first 2 years we had about 200 and 220 people at our event. Last year we reached about 750 during our live stream. So this year we hope to have, this year we have about 160. We socially distanced, a little bit spread out here, but we are also hoping to reach additional people at home and keep the support in both areas. For those of you who are watching online, I would encourage you to join the chat. Please say where you're watching. Upload your pics to pics.curefasoiree.org. We'd love to say where you're watching. Take pictures of the people you're watching with. For those of you here, this isn't a concert. Feel free to chat. Feel free to sing. We encourage you to visit Laurie Eaton at the wine pool. If you have questions, which is in the back in that corner of the room, we ask you to there's Laurie waving over there. We ask you to ask questions of the silent auction to Patrick Hagelstein, which is over there by the silent auction table. Other than that, feel free to sing along, join in, and everything else. So appreciate you guys being here, and thank you very much, and enjoy the soiree.
Hi everyone, my name is Sarah Brown and this is my husband Matt Hadley playing on drums tonight. We're playing from Mount Kisco, New York, and we're so excited to be here virtually, as part of the Cure FA Soirée 2021. So my connection to FA is that my cousin Matt Rupel had Friedreich's ataxia, and he was a really important person in my life and just a source of endless encouragement. And especially when it came to music, he encouraged me from when I first started writing songs. He was a huge inspiration and source of encouragement. So I now try to share music as much as I can in his honor. So this next song is called Collecting Chords, and this one is for my cousin Matt. So thank you.
Putting back together the pieces of the people we once were. Life's an everlasting tide, there will always So if you need a place to hide once in a while to escape the forever changing tide, oh, the current won't reach us here. No, the current won't reach us here. Oh, and we will find shelter under each other's cover. Oh, we'll just collect chords, pick up the pieces of the people we once were. And when everything else changes, there is one thing that forever stays the same. And that's you and I. And that's you and I. And that's you and I.
Hey y'all, my name is Jacob. This next one's an original. It's called Ivory Tower. Could you please shine a light toward me on the moon? I'm scouting out the dark side far too soon. With the shadows all around me saying take your helmet off. The darkness that surrounds me is convincing just enough to get through. So please shine that spotlight on me, dear. The ghouls and all the demons hate what's pure. But when you part the clouds with your logic and your grace, I hearken to the angels. They all have the same faith, and it's yours. So what if it's this? What if it's now? What if it's love and all you represented? I am here deserving it somehow. I'm breaking through, finding the power. Baby, it's you. You're my ivory tower. So please put a compass rose on this map. I chart a course if I just knew where you were at. 'Cause I've been floating aimlessly since the moment of my birth. When I'm laying with you, I'm safe at home on earth where I can breathe. So what if it's this? What if it's now? What if it's love and all you represent, and I'm here deserving it somehow? I'm breaking through, finding the power. Maybe it's you. You're my ivory tower. Thank y'all.
Hello. Hi. My name's Ellie Howell.
And I'm Sarah Scott.
And I know Michael from doing shows with him, going to school with him, middle school, high school. Miss him. Miss doing shows with you, Michael. What?
And I know Michael from all the shows that she's been in with him.
Yeah.
Whenever I went to Heritage Hall back in the day. So, girl, we're gonna put that record on.
Yeah, we are.
Drive careful.
Three little birds sat on my window, and they told me I don't need to worry. Summer came like cinnamon, so sweet. Little girls double dutch on the maybe sometimes we're wrong, but it's alright. The more things seem to change, the more things stay the same. Don't you hesitate, girl, put your records on. Tell me your favorite song. Just go ahead, let your hair down. Sapphire and faded jeans, I hope these are your dreams. Just go ahead, let your hair down. You're gonna find yourself somewhere, somehow. Okay. Get into it. Blue as the sky, sunburning lonely, sipping tea in a bar by the roadside. Just relax, just relax. Don't you let those other boys fool you. Gotta love that afro hairdo. Maybe sometimes we feel afraid, but it's alright. The more you stay the same, the more they seem to change. Don't you think it's strange? Girl, put your records on. Tell me your favorite song. Just go ahead, let your hair down. Sapphire and faded jeans, I'll get your dreams. Just go ahead, let your hair down. You're gonna find yourself somewhere, somehow. Just more than I can take. Pity for pity's sake. Some nights kept me awake. I thought that I was stronger. When you're gonna realize that you don't even have to try any longer. Do what you want to. Girl, put your records on. Tell me your favorite song. Just go ahead, let your hair down. Sapphire and faded jeans, I'll get your dreams. Just go ahead, let
I'll be standing on the side when you check it out. This says style of life's a drag, and that you must go other places. Just that you feel fooled by smiling faces. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing, Mama. 'Cause I'll be standing on the side when you check it out. When you get off your trip, do you worry about a thing? Don't you worry about a thing. It's a chance to check out the new. You're the only one who sees the changes you check yourself through. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing, Mama. 'Cause I'll be standing on the side when you check it out. Off your trip, don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing.
Michael.
Hello. Hi guys, my name is Michael Gare. Do any of you know me? I'm so humbled. Thank you. So I have the fantastic privilege of introducing a woman with FA, a girl with FA named Lauren Riggs. Lauren was introduced to me by a mutual high school friend. Lauren was basically telling her sorority all about FA and that she had recently been diagnosed. And my high school friend was like, wait a minute, what's it called? And Lauren told her, and she was like, I have a friend who has that. And so, sure enough, Summer Thompson put us in touch, and I was able to meet Lauren, and she's just an amazing person. And I'm really looking forward to y'all hearing what she has to say. All right, that's it for me. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.
Hello. Sorry, I'm kind of short. Thank you, Michael, for that introduction. So, as you guys know, my name is Lauren Riggs. I'm going to be a senior next year at the University of Oklahoma, and I was diagnosed with Friedreich's ataxia on September 27, 2018. I remember the start of my journey just like it was yesterday. 3 summers ago, I had my normal term, and I was sitting down on the table while my doctor was running through my checkup, and after it was over, he noticed that I stumbled getting off of the table. I didn't think I'd always been clumsy growing up, but then he was concerned. He did a balance test on me, and I fell over immediately. I had noticed that the tone had changed from a normal doctor's appointment to something being seriously wrong. He told me that I needed to do 2 brain MRIs and 2 spine MRIs to make sure that I did not have a tumor. Luckily, the results came back and I did not have any tumors, so they could rule out cancer. This was a huge relief, but I still had no idea what was going on. Around late July, I finally got into a neurologist, and he ran what felt like a million tests on me. I remember watching him take a safety pin and pricking me down my leg, and once he got down to my feet, it was dull, and I couldn't feel it as well. He ran a couple more blood work tests, and he told me that I should get the results in a couple of months. Well, on September 27th, I was in my freshman dorm room, and I got an email that one of my tests had come back positive, Friedreich's ataxia. At the time, I had no idea what those two words had meant, but I now know that it's a neuromuscular disorder that affects all of the muscles in my body. We later learned that this diagnosis was genetic, so my little sister tested positive about a month later. Hey, Kirsten. So, it is also very rare, meaning that it affects 15,000 people worldwide. And the scary thing about this disorder is that it's life-shortening. But most importantly, there's no cure. Bummer, right? But that is why the work that Michael, Farah, and most importantly, you guys do is so important. The money that we're raising goes directly towards research to save the lives of people just like me. But I am here to tell you that this event is so much more about money we're raising. It is about all of the individual lives you are changing. And I say that because I am so confident that you are changing mine. And that is why I'm telling my story today. And if you take anything from this story, I want to share 2 lessons that I've learned that can only come from the unique diagnosis of this disorder. The first lesson is to wake up and spend every single second of the day doing things you love. If you are doing things in your life with people that bring more harm than joy, life is too short to waste a single second in the things in life that truly make you happy. It can be as simple as calling a loved one on your way home from the soiree tonight, but we recognize what sparks joy in our life, and once you stick to it, your life will be so much more fulfilled. These 2 things are so often overlooked, but they have shown me in these last couple of years what it is like to genuinely live a life of joy. A verse that has truly helped me is Psalms 118:24, which is, "This is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it." Even with a diagnosis as difficult as FA, I am still able to find things in life that bring me joy every single day. Living with this rare disorder is
And action. Okay, introduce yourself.
I forget my name.
Just look at the camera. Look at the camera and say it.
I am Cooper Carroll.
I'm Clover Carroll, and we're representing the Carroll family, and we're so excited to be a part of the virtual soiree. Sorry we couldn't make it, but we wanted to encourage everybody to participate in the silent auction and to give to this wonderful organization. Together, we can cure FA. Say bye, Cooper.
Bye, Cooper.
Nice.
Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind, on my mind. Georgia, Georgia.
Hello, my name is Evan Hulse, and this is Emily Chard. Today we're going to be singing Starting Over by Chris Stapleton.
Well, the road rolls out like a welcome back to a better place than the one we're at. I ain't got no kind of place, but I've had all this town I can stand. And I got friends out on the coast. We can jump in the water and see what flows. And we've been saving for a rainy day, so let's skip the storm and be on our way. Well, it don't matter to me, wherever we are is where I wanna be. And honey, for once in our lives, let's take our chances and roll the dice. I can be your lucky penny, you can be my four-leaf clover. Starting over. Starting over. And this might not be an easy time. There's rivers to cross and hills to climb, and some days we might fall apart, and some days it might be cold and dark. No one who wins is afraid of losing. No, and the hard roads are the ones worth choosing. But someday we'll look back and smile. We'll know it was worth every mile. Well, it don't matter to me, wherever we are is where I wanna be. And honey, for once in our lives, let's take our chances and roll the dice. I can be your lucky penny, you can be my four-leaf clover. Starting over. Yeah, yeah, we're starting over. Don't matter to me, wherever we are is where I wanna be. And honey, for once in our lives, let's take our chances and roll the dice. I can be your lucky penny, you can be my four-leaf clover. Starting over. Yeah, yeah, we're starting over. Starting over.
you so much.
Hi, my name is Lily, and I'm going to be singing New York State of Mind by Billy Joel. Some folks like to get away for a holiday from the neighborhood. Hop a flight to Miami Beach or to Hollywood. But I'm taking a Greyhound on the Hudson River line. I'm in a New York state of mind. It was so easy living day by day, out of touch with the rhythm and the blues. But now I need a little give and take. The New York Times, the Daily News. Whoa. It comes down to reality, and it's fine with me, 'cause I've let it slide. Don't care if it's Chinatown or on Riverside. I don't have any reasons, and I've left them all behind. I'm in a New York state of mind. Don't care if it's Chinatown or on the Riverside. I don't have any reasons, and I've left them all behind. I'm in a New York state of mind. Oh, I'm just taking a Greyhound on the Hudson River line. 'Cause I'm in a New York state of mind. Oh, New York state of mind. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Thomas. This is Jacob. This is Bobby. This is Jack. And we were all once at Heritage Hall. And we're going to be performing Babel along with our accompanist Tristan. So here we go. I know the time has numbered my days, and I'll go along with everything you say. But I'll ride home laughing, look at me now. The walls of my town, they come crumbling down.
My ears hear the call of my unborn sons. I know their choices color all I've done. parchment, son. Ain't ever lived a year better spent in love.
Know my voice, and I'll be blessed in grace and choice. And I know perhaps my heart is fast, and I'll be born without a mask. Like the city that nurtured my greed and my pride, I stretched my arms into the sky. I cry, Babel, Babel, look at me now. Then the walls of my town, they come crumbling down.
You ask where will we stand in the winds that will howl, as all we see will slip into the clouds. Come down from your mountain and stand where we've been. You know our breath is weak and our body's dead.
Press my nose up to the glass around your heart. I should have known I was weaker from the start. You build your walls, I will play my bloody part to tear them down. Oh, I'm gonna tear them down. I know my weakness, know my voice, and I'll believe in grace and joy. I know perhaps my heart is fast, but I'll be born without a mask.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mary Francis. My daughter is Olivia Francis. Thank you. My daughter's Olivia Francis. She was diagnosed with FA in February of last year. I just want to give a big shout out to all the bronze sponsors for this year. The Allen family, Candid Color Systems, Debbie Carroll, the Eaton family, Eiffel Medical, Eurosport Motors, Flogistics, Margaret Hogue, the Howe family, Mike and Linda McGivney, Oklahoma Sports Science and Orthopedics, the Pearson family, Phillips, Murrah, and Heather Hintz and David Branscombe, Shoulder and Orthopedic Institute, Ryan and Natalie Nelson, Universal Fidelity Life Insurance Company, and the Waterman family. We appreciate your support of the event this year. Let's give them a big round of applause.
Hi, my name is Katsumi Hagiwara. I teach music at Heritage Hall Lower School, where I met Michael 15 years ago. I'm going to sing the Golden Slumber Medley by the Beatles. One, to get back homeward, Once there was a way to get back home. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry. And I will sing a lullaby. Golden slumbers fill your eyes. Smiles awake you when you rise. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry. And I will sing a lullaby. Once there was a way to get back home. Once there was a way to get back home. Sleep, pretty darling, do not cry. And I will sing a lullaby. Boy, you're gonna carry that way a long time. Boy, you're gonna carry that way a long time. I never give you my pillow. I only send you my invitations. And in the middle of the celebrations, I break down. Boy, you're gonna carry that way a long time. Boy, you're gonna carry that way a long time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All good children go to heaven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All good children go to heaven. And in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make.
Hey everybody, my name is Michael Mandanis and I'm a rising senior at MIT right now. So I went to high school with Michael Gare and he is such a great guy working for such an important cause. So when he asked me if I wanted to submit video, I of course jumped at the opportunity. So I hope you enjoy.
I'm gonna get it
is Jessica Leyte. I just wrapped up my junior year at Heritage Hall, and I'm really excited to be here tonight. I'm going to be performing I Don't Know How to Love Him from Jesus Christ Suit by Miss Rachel Watley on piano. I don't know how to love him, what to do, how to move him. I've been changed, yes, really changed. In these past few days, when I've seen myself, I seem like someone else. I don't know how to take this. I don't see why he moves me. He's a man, he's just a man. And I've had so many men before, in very many ways. He's just one more. Should I bring him down? Should I scream and shout? Should I speak of love? Let my feelings out. I never thought I'd come to this. What's it all about? Don't you think it's rather funny that I should be in this position? I'm the one who's always been so calm, so cool, no lover's fool, running every show. He scares me so. I never thought I'd come to this. What's it all about? Yet if he said he loved me, I'd be lost, I'd be frightened. I couldn't cope, just couldn't cope. I turned my head, I'd back away. I wouldn't want to know. He scares me so. I want him so. I love him so.
Hi, my name is Annie Kerr, and I know Michael from Heritage Hall. We graduated class of 2018 together. Charge of Pride forever. I'm currently in Nashville right now. That's where I go to school, where I live. But I really wish I were at the soiree right now. So party it up for me. Have the best night ever. Michael, I'm so proud of you. So tonight I'm going to be singing The Only Exception by Paramore. So I'm going to stop talking now. Here we go. When I was younger, I saw my daddy cry and curse at the wind. He broke his own heart, and I watched as he tried to reassemble Mama swore that she would never let herself forget. And that was the day that I promised I'd never sing of love if it does not exist. But darling, you are the only exception. 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 Well, maybe I know somewhere deep in my soul that love never lasts, and we've got to find other ways to make it alone. Straight, I've always lived like this. Distance, and up until now I had sworn to myself that I'm content with loneliness, 'cause none of it was ever worth the risk. Well, you are the only exception. 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 I've got a tight grip on reality, but I can't let go of what's in front of me here. I know you're leaving in the morning when you wake up. Leave me with some kind of proof it's not a dream. Whoa. You are the only exception. 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 And I'm on my way to believing. Oh, and I'm on my way to believing. Thank you. Have a great night.
My name is Chris Riggs, and my wife Trish and I are parents of Lauren and Kirsten. Lauren spoke earlier. I have the privilege this evening to introduce one of the top genetic scientists in the world in FA, Dr. Sanjay Benachandani. As Lauren stated earlier, when she was diagnosed, I did what so many other parents do. I went to the internet and started to research what is Friedreich's ataxia, is there a cure, who is behind this, and I pretty quickly found FARA, and there was Dr. Sanjay, one of our own from Oklahoma, the co-chairman of FARA's scientific board. I read his bio, Chief Scientific Genetics Officer at University of Oklahoma. He's an endowed chair and a professor of pediatrics and biochemistry and molecular biology, and he's been running a lab specifically dedicated to FA for just over 20 years. Sanjay invited me to his lab just after my girls were diagnosed, and he spent a half day with me. He cleared his schedule. He educated us about the clinical trial process. He helped us line up our initial doctors, and he introduced us to Eric and Liz and Michael and the whole Gear family. I'm so grateful for the compassion that he shared with us that day to help us start on this journey. So it's my privilege to introduce Dr. Sanjay. Could you please give us a warm welcome applause?
Thank you, Chris, for that kind introduction. And I have to say kudos to the Gear family for really pushing and organizing this soiree, come pandemic or not. You know, I know many of us are just happy to get out because the pandemic just, has been pretty difficult. And so thank you all for coming here. And I know we're here to have fun, and we're having fun. And we're also here to support the mission of FARA, which is to find treatments and a cure for FA. Now, notice I said treatments and cure. And I'm choosing these words carefully, and so has FARA. They mean different things, right? So a treatment is something that will slow the condition down, right? And give us some time for the cure to actually come and put it to a stop, okay? So we have to understand the difference between these two things. And I thought, many of you might be curious to see, what's going on behind the scenes in terms of the development of treatments and cures for FA. And a couple of things have happened fairly recently, and by fairly recently, I mean just this month, that I thought I should share with you. And before I do that, let me just say, in the US, drugs are approved by the Food and Drug Administration, so the FDA, right? That's the ultimate approver of drugs. And what tends to happen is it takes about 5 or 10 years after you get a good idea, after you show that it works in animal models, and after you show that it works in cells, it takes 5 or 10 years after that to actually get a drug approved. And you actually have to meet with the FDA 2 times. There are key moments to meet with them. The first time you meet with them is you say, I want to put this new molecule, this is a crazy idea, I want to put this new molecule in a human being. And so the FDA is obviously concerned at that point. They say, well, show us all the safety data in animals, in cells, and tell us what doses you're going to use, make sure it's going to get to the right place. All of those questions have to be answered before the FDA will allow you to put that drug into a human being. Then, of course, you do a clinical trial, and the first thing you want to see is that you're causing no harm. You don't want to make the situation worse than it is, okay? And then you start looking for, is it effective? Is it altering the disease? Is it going to be a treatment? Is it going to be a cure? And so once you've done that, the final step, you go and meet with the FDA, and the FDA will then either give you a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and you have a drug in the pharmacy, right? Process. It takes a lot of money. That's another reason why we're here, right? And it takes a lot of time and a lot of dedication behind the scenes to actually make some of this thing happen. So we have now had a drug, it's called OMAV. It's being developed by Reata. And a couple of years ago, we actually had the representatives of Reata Pharmaceuticals here at this soiree. The company is down in Dallas. And Michael, who's actually part of the clinical trial of OMAV as well. And so this drug is considered a treatment. And it's far along. And just 3 days ago, the FDA invited Reata Pharmaceuticals to set up a meeting, and this meeting is where they're going to decide whether it gets the thumbs up or the thumbs down. And the data look good, okay? So it's a pretty good chance that they'll ask them for something, a little bit more, and eventually we'll have a treatment. And the purpose of this treatment is to buy us time, right? We're going to slow this thing down so that we'll have time for the cure to appear. There's good news on that front too. Now, we all understand it when we say somebody has diabetes, they don't have insulin, so we give them insulin, right? And we know that Friedreich's ataxia, we're missing frataxin. Let's give people frataxin, right? Now, obviously, that seems like a simple answer, but frataxin needs to get into the right place in the body, and even when it's in the right place in the body, it has to get modified in the right way and enter the cell in the right way. That's been the challenge. So some scientists have come up with a clever idea, and they've come up with this molecule. It's called tatfrataxin, and this molecule has actually finished that first phase of the clinical trial, which is where you check to see if it's safe or not. And guess what? It's safe. Even better, it's delivered under the skin. Just looks like a vaccination. Many of us have had that. Hopefully all of us have had that. Anyway, under the skin. And then they look to see where it's gone. And so they can find it in a skin biopsy in another place. They can find it in the blood, in cells inside the blood. And they can find it in your mouth samples. And so this means that not only is it safe, it's actually widely distributed as well. And so that's the cure that's coming along. Now it takes time. So that's the treatment's going to buy us some time for the cure to actually come at the right time. Now I know it's a bit of a slog, okay? So clearly people are working at this and this is going to happen. And the good news is that things are moving along at the pace they're supposed to be moving along and there are no major hurdles. So that's the good news. And so I'm here to say thank you to all of you for the support you've given us. I recognize several faces from previous years, so thank you for supporting us through the years, and hopefully it's not for very long. And so let's hang in there, and let's stay together and make this thing happen together. So thank you, guys.
Toast to the groom,
To the groom,
to the bride,
to the bride,
from your sister,
Angelica,
who is always by your side, to your union,
to the union,
to the revolution, and the hope that you provide. May you always be satisfied. That night I just might.
I remember that night I just might. I remember that night, I remember that.
I remember that night I just might regret that night for the rest of my days.
I remember those soldier boys tripping over themselves to win our praise.
I remember that dream like candlelight, like a dream that can't quite place.
But Alexander, I'll
never forget the first time I saw your face.
I have never been the same. Intelligent eyes and a hunger pain frame. And when you said hi, I forgot my dang name. Set my heart aflame, every part aflame. This is not a game.
Strike me.
I'm sure I don't know what you mean. You forget yourself.
You're like me.
I'm never satisfied.
I will never be satisfied. My name is Angelica Schuyler.
Alexander Hamilton.
Where's your family from?
Unimportant, there's a million things I haven't done. Just you wait, just you wait.
So this is what it feels like to match with someone at your level. What the hell is the catch? Just the feeling of freedom of seeing the light. It's Ben Franklin with the key and the kite. You see it, right?
The conversation lasted 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. Everything we said in total agreement. It's a dream and it's a bit of a dance. A bit of a posture, it's a bit of a stance. He's a bit of a flirt, but I'm gonna give it a chance. I asked about his family. Did you see his answer? His hands started fidgeting. He looked askance. He's penniless. He's flying by the seat of his pants.
Handsome, and boy does he know it. Peach fuzz, he can't even grow it. I want to take him far away from this place. Then I turn and see my sister's face, and she is
helpless.
Oh, she is
helpless.
Eyes are just
helpless.
I realize
three fundamental truths at the exact same time. I'm a girl in a world in which my only job is to marry rich.
My father has no son, so I'm the one who has the social climb for one. Because I'm the oldest and the wittiest and the gossip. And New York City is insidious. And Alexander's penniless. That doesn't mean I want him any less. He's chase after me, cause I'm a Skylar sister. That love is satisfied. Have to be naive to set that aside. Maybe that is why I introduced him to Eliza. Now that's his bride. Nice going, Angelica, he was right. He will never be satisfied. I know my sister like I know my own mind. You will never find anyone as trusting or as kind. If I tell her that I love him, she'd be silently resigned. He'd be mine. She would say I'm fine. She'd be lying.
But when I fantasize at night, it's Alexander's eyes. As I romanticize what might have been if I hadn't sized him up so quickly. At least dear Eliza's his wife. At least I keep his eyes in my life. To the groove, to the groove, to the groove, to the groove, to the bride, sister, Angelica, Angelica. So he's by your side, to your union, to the revolution. And all that you provide, may you always be satisfied, be satisfied. She'll be happy as his bride, and I know he will never be satisfied. I will never be satisfied.
Hi, I'm Emily. I'm a rising freshman at Heritage Hall, and I will be singing Traveling Soldier by the Dixie Chicks. And this is Thomas. He'll be playing the guitar. Days past 18, he was waiting for the bus in his army green, sat down in a booth cafe there, gave his order to a girl with a bow in her hair. He's a little shy, so she gave him a smile, so he said, would you mind sitting down for a while and talking to me, feeling a little low. She said, I'm off in an hour. So then on the pier he said, I bet you got a boyfriend, but I don't care, I got no one to send a letter to. I cried, another guy too young for him, they told her, waiting for the love of a traveling soldier. Our love will never end, waiting for the soldier to come back again, never more to be alone. When the letter said, a soldier's coming home. So the letters came from an army camp in California, then Vietnam, and he told her of his heart might be love and all of the things he was so scared of. He said, when it's getting kinda rough over here, I think of that day sitting down at the pier, and I close my eyes and see your pretty smile. Don't worry, but I won't be able to write for a while. I cried, never gonna hold the hand of another guy too young for him, they told her, waiting for the love of a traveling soldier. Our love will never end, waiting for the soldier to come back again, never more to be alone. When the letter said, a soldier's coming home. One Friday night at a football game, the Lord's Prayer said and the anthem sang. A man said, folks, would you bow your heads for the list of local Vietnam dead? Crying all alone under the stands was the piccolo player and the marching band, and one name read, nobody never gonna hold the hand of another guy too young for him. They told her, waiting for the love of a traveling soldier. Our love will never end, waiting for the soldier to come back again, never more to be alone. When the letter said a soldier is coming home.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life you were only waiting for this moment to arrive.